Hello everybody and welcome back to the Guiseley save on FM23 for the Youth Academy. Only save if you're new here and you're enjoying the series, you enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, because today is the day that everybody wants. It's Youth Intake Day and we're not messing around, we're diving straight into it. Let's go. So here we are then, the 2037 Youth Candidate Report. These are the players that are coming through the system and they are led by Brian Swarmber, who is a Mauritian central midfielder, which is very exciting, actually. He is the only elite talent we have today. We have a few top talents. We have some number of good talents. No poor talents, which is pretty good to see. I mean, the lowest ranked potential ability we have is 2.5 star, which means James Hutton, bless him, probably won't make it. But this could be a potentially good sort of squad-filling number of youth players coming through, which, let's not lie, we're probably going to need with how our financials are. But let's look at the players first. That's the bit that everyone's here for. We'll look at the players, go through them, and then have a quick look at how the season's going. Because the great thing about this page is that nowhere on it does it say how we're doing in the league. So, yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. But first off then, 2.5 star potential ability, 1 star current ability, James Hutton in attacking midfield. Do you know what? We've changed the attributes. I finally went in and changed the attributes threshold, so there will be more greens on the screen to allow it to stick out about what they're doing well. I think 12 and above is now a green. So, yeah, we'll see how that works. But decisions, determination, teamwork, work rate, all jumping out as straight away, but generally lacks any physical, any technical, and quite a lot of mental. So, probably not going to make it. The English Irishman is probably not going to make it at Guiseley, but he may get a youth contract as a squad filler, who knows. Next up, Mohamed Kadhi, midfield left, can play attacking midfield left, 1 star, 3 star potential ability. Mohamed Kadhi, aggressive, good leadership, good teamwork, good technique, can sort of cross. No pace, or lacking pace for the wings, lacking acceleration. Again, another one, probably not going to be amazing. We'll have to keep an eye on him, I guess, but I don't think Mohamed Kadhi is going to do much. English and Sierra Leone, so not too bad there. But next up, Kane Alga. We normally go, if you're new and this is the first video you're watching of these, we fly through the lower ranked ones and then spend a bit more time on the above ones. So Kane Alga is a wing back left, which really doesn't help us. Can play left back, can also play up front, which is odd. Aggressive, determined, stamina, jumping reach. Can't run, can't really cross, can't dribble. Tackling 8 is not too bad. Passing 6, marking 5. I don't think he's really going to make it. Sorry, Algar, you Englishman. Kane Algar, great name, a great name. Big fan of the name, but yeah, if you look at who he's got in front of him, he's got quite a lot of youngsters and players in front of him already. Left back wise, just gets even worse, doesn't it? So Kane Algar, probably not. Craig Lockyer, 1 star, 3 star current ability, 3 star potential ability. Attack midfield right is a wide target forward, apparently. Likes to play central midfield and attack midfield. Craig Lockyer. Right, 6'1", 15, jumping reach is awesome. Vision's okay, teamwork's good, off the ball's good, bravery's good, aggression's good, dribbling's decent, passing's decent. Yeah, I'm sort of thinking target man striker. Just get him up here, train him like that. His off the ball is decent for runs, his dribbling's okay to hold up the ball, passing's good as a target man as well. I think Lockyer could be a target forward for us. That's the first instincts I had. Let me know down below what your instincts are. But yeah, my first instincts were, where it's saying target wide forward, I'm sort of like, what's the point in that? He's got no pace, so let's shove him up front so that he doesn't have to worry about that pace as a target forward. So Craig Lockyer potentially is definitely the best we've seen so far. Who have we got next? Bradley Clark, right back. Always like getting fullbacks in. I prefer it if they can run. Pace 8, acceleration 7 isn't amazing. Aggressive, decisions, fitness, stamina, leadership, tackling, all sort of jumping out off the screen. Does not dive into tackles. Crossing 8, not bad. We could train him up to be a decent fullback, I think. The tackling 10 is always a good start. Positioning 9, get that concentration up at the moment. 7's a bit low. We do need to focus on concentration for a lot of our young players is always pretty rubbish. Need to work on his pace if possible. Stamina's good. Natural fitness is good for a fullback as well to start with those sorts of base attributes. Dribbling he would need to improve, but not dreadful. I don't think Bradley Clark is dreadful. I think we can do something with Bradley Clark. Next up, midfield centre, all the way down the middle. Holding midfield, midfield centre, attacking midfield. Stuart Richards, half a star current ability, 3-star potential ability. Oh, really need his physicals to be better. But first touch, passing, teamwork, work rate, determination, bravery, aggression, decisions. He has the makings of a playmaker with passing, first touch, teamwork, work rate. Vision needs to improve. Decisions at 11 is pretty good for a young age as well. Yeah, okay. If we put you down here, deep line playmaker, that's what I was thinking. Or an advanced playmaker if you put yourself up there. So I think with tackling 5, positioning 4, you're probably not going to be any good defensively. So probably looking at an advanced playmaker. Again, needs his physicals to improve. But as an advanced playmaker, it doesn't depend too much on the physical side of things as a footballer. It's all about your mentals and your technicals. So potential. There is potential for Stuart Richards. Another one, looking potential. Fairly professional personality. We'll look at all their personalities in a bit more detail in a second. Next up, an Icelandic man, which is awesome. Half a star, but current ability, 3-star potential ability, attack midfield left, inverted winger. Daniel Sumari Magnusson. Good acceleration, balance is good, natural fitness is good, jumping reach, flair, leadership, work rate, technique, dribbling. Definitely a winger. Don't want him shooting too much as he stands at the moment. Has 0 defensive ability in his bodies, but loves to dive into tackles. Positioning 1, tackling 1, marking 1, heading 2. Oh my word, he really does not like defending. Anticipation 1, concentration 4, strength 3, stamina 5. Okay, he's going to be small bursts of energy and hopefully do something good. But I like the fact it's the first Icelandic man we've had through, I think, in our youth intake, which is awesome. Yeah, 15, 6 foot. There is potential. There is potential. Whether he's got enough to break into the team, I don't know, but we'll see how that progresses. Okay, next up, left back. Kwame and Baker can play all up the left-hand side. So, liking the look of this. Current ability, half a star. Potential ability, 3 stars. Fitness, jumping reach, determination, work rate, technique, tackling. He jumps out at me as a sort of like, okay, pace is low, but a sort of like Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Can't attack. So sort of make him a centre-back. He's 6'2", he's got a great jumping reach, lacking a bit of, he's got a bit of pace compared to the centre-backs we're using, can tackle, positioning needs to improve, as does concentration, but I'm sort of thinking, yeah, potentially centre-back for Kwame and Beaker. Light-hearted personality, we'll maybe get him mentored to try and change that, but it's not dreadful, and I think this number of good, talented players is squad, like potential squad fillers. We're going to have to move on some of our high earners at some point. We're going to have to sell some people, let some people go, and a number of these players can sit in the youth team and just fill the squad when we need them to. So there is a chance here. Rudy Waterfall up next. Centre-back, 1-star current ability, 3-star potential ability. Rudy Waterfall. Again, there's enough there to jump out at you to think there's potential here. Tackling 12, technique 10, positioning 10. Concentration 6 needs to be improved. Determination's good. Leadership, teamwork, work rate, bravery, aggression. Jumping reach is okay. Balance 14. Fitness 12. 6'3". Heading's okay. Marking's okay. There's potential to have something. Fickle personality, we need to try and change that with a bit of mentoring and stuff. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's not. I'm trying to be more positive. I feel like I've been very negative over the last few youth intakes. So a goalkeeper, always good to get a goalkeeper coming through the youth take, even if they're not very good, because then it keeps the youth teams having a goalkeeper, not using a greyed out player. So half a star current ability, 3-star potential. Marco Tornqvist. He is English and Finnish. He is very angry looking at the moment. That will change, obviously, when we update our regen faces. But agility 15, decisions 12, leadership 12, work rate 10, rushing out 15. Not a big fan of that. Punching tendencies 12. Rather he caught the ball, to be honest. But he looks pretty rubbish, but he'll be a youth team goalkeeper until he becomes like 21 and then won't make the first team most likely. Sorry, Marco. But you got a great name, 2 great nationalities there. Finnish and English is a great mix. But yeah, you're a bit short and you're not very good. So you'll be in the youth team. Let's leave it at that. Okay, on to the top talents. Now, we do have new Patreon and membership names to give out. As there is only one elite talent, I'm happy. Let me know in the comments. I won't name anyone just yet. But if you want to wait, and it will go in sort of tier order. So I think it's I can't remember who it is. I've got it, hang on, I've got it written down. So Hyper Exalted Dave is next in line to become, like, at the moment, he's got one membership above in terms of cost, in terms of everyone else. So he would be in line to get this elite talent of Brian Swamber. But, yeah, the other guys, if you want to have a top talent, you can. Let me know in the comments, and I'll give you one of these players. If not, you can wait to see if we get an elite talent in the future, and we'll do it that way. So, yeah, I just had to say that. Right, on to the top talents. Alan Collins, 1-star current ability, 3.5-star potential abilities, target forward. Alan Collins, I mean, the first thing I looked at was height because he's a target forward. 5'10" isn't amazing. Finishing's good, 11. Bravery, 18. Decisions needs to go up. Concentration needs to go up. But free kick taking, heading, technique, teamwork, flair, determination, and balance is all pretty good. Strength is good for his age. Fitness is good for his age. Gets the crowd going as well. Everyone loves a crowd goer. And yeah, again, there is ability. It's just, is it going to suit what we do as the team? But that's the point. We've been so rigid in our 4-2-3-1 because it's worked with the players who come through. Maybe as these players progress, there'll be a change in our system. Next up, Ryan O'Connor, Northern Irish right winger, 1.5-star current, 4-star potential. Okay, there's some stats, there's some attributes there that jump out at me straight away. Pace, fitness, agility, awesome. Acceleration, good. Flair, dribbling 10 and first touch 10 for a winger is crucial. Technique 13 is good. Needs to improve his off the ball and his crossing. But overall, I think there could be something here for Ryan O'Connor. I quite like the look of these base attributes, knowing that he's got quite a lot of potential to grow into. Ryan Connor seems interesting. We do produce some very good wingers at this club, don't we? We really do produce some very, very good wingers. Lovick McCauley, another winger, right midfielder, this one. 0.5 star, 3.5-star potential, so not expecting too much off the base. He's really quick, so he's got the physicals you need. Technicals can develop, mentals can develop. Not sure if it's ever really going to work for him with a work rate of 6, determination of 2, concentration of 4. Okay, he hates playing through balls. I don't know why that's even a trait. Do you really get players that just hate playing through balls? I don't think you do. But, yeah, okay. A bit disappointing after the last guy. But there you go. Lovick McCauley. Next up, Mark Morrison. Centre-back, holding midfielder, right-back. 1.5 current ability, 4-star potential ability. Mark Morrison. Yeah. He should be pretty good. He's quick, which is awesome for a centre-back. He's 6 foot. He's got decent jumping reach, decent aggression, bravery, determination, teamwork, work rate, tackling, heading. He's got crossing 10 as a centre-back or right-back. This is the sort of guy we want at centre-back. He's 6 foot, so he's not massively tall. He's my height, but there is some base attributes there that are going to make this pretty useful, I think. I think they're going to make Mark Morrison pretty useful as he comes through the system. Positioning needs to improve. I'd like his positioning and leadership as a centre-back to improve, but he does have an ability. He has an ability. Pace is good, acceleration is a little bit low, but I like the look of Mark Morrison. I do like the look of Mark Morrison. Interesting. Mark Morrison looks good. Same rating, 1.5 current ability, 4-star potential ability. Bill Brogan, attacking midfield right back. Bill Brogan. Good acceleration, decent pace, fitness, agility, bravery, determination, flair, off the ball, teamwork, tackling, dribbling and crossing is okay. I don't think he's going to be a right back given that he's got concentration 7, positioning 4, tackling 6. I don't quite see him as a defensive player at all. Likes to shoot from distance and beat opponent repeatedly. He does have good flair, so I can understand that being a thing. But yeah, probably a winger. Probably a half-decent winger on the right-hand side in Bill Brogan. The Brogue. Not bad. I like the look of Bill Brogan. Right, and then on to the leading player in this 2037 Youth Candidate Report. It's Brian Swamber, a ball-winning central midfielder or attacking midfielder. 2.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability. Brian Swamber. That's a lot of green. I know we've lowered the attributes, but that is a lot of green for a 16-year-old. He is from Mauritius and England. Unambitious personality, unflappable in the media, which is good. Technique 14, penalty taking 13, which is huge. We need a penalty taker. Teamwork 16, leadership 12, flair 13, determination 14, aggression 16, jumping reach 12, fitness 12. Does lack a bit of the passing, lacks a bit of tackling to be a ball-winning midfielder. It needs some work, but it's good base attributes, knowing he's got quite a lot of potential to get into. Only 16. I'm positive. We're being positive for this youth intake. It's a positive youth intake day is what we're going for. I'm intrigued. Let me know down below what you think of this intake. Who is the best? Who do you think is going to get into the first team at some point? And who could potentially step into the first team? Who do we send out on loan? Give me all your comments down below because they're very, very helpful. And I do listen to them and I reply to everyone. As I think you know, if you've left a comment, you always get a reply and a comment. And it's always brought into the game. It might take me some time to integrate what you say into the game, but I do eventually always do it. And yeah, it's really good. But as I said before at the beginning of the video, if you are enjoying the series, you are liking these videos, please do leave a like and subscribe. It is the best way for me to realize that I'm doing something right or something wrong. And yeah, that's good. So please do leave a like on the video. But that is the youth intake. Now let's go and have a look at the league. So in Sky Bet League 1, we find ourselves in 4th position. All the games have now equaled out. We did win quite a lot of our games in hand. So we are into the playoffs after 41 games played. 22 wins, 10 draws, 9 losses, 76 points. So we're not completely out of the race for automatic promotion yet. Bolton are running away with it, but we're only 4 points behind Doncaster. And what is very good at the moment is that Taron Allpress has found his goal scoring form and is the second highest goal scorer in the league, which is incredible. 24 league goals. He has just come alive in the second half of the season. Since the youth intake preview day, he has been absolutely phenomenal. We are still very much in financial difficulty and had to loan a lot of players out, but that has brought a lot of youngsters through and getting them a bit more game time, which I think is helping the overall squad. But yeah, up to 4th, 76 points, 4 points off an automatic promotion spot from Doncaster. We got some tough fixtures coming up, but Taron Allpress is absolutely firing. So if we have a quick look at the schedule, you'll see here, running through it, a few little, we lost to Oxford. It put us on a little bit of a bad run. We got knocked out by Plymouth in the FA Cup third round, 6-2. They are in the Championship, so that was always going to be tough to get through to the 4th round. We lost to Burton Albion, and then I changed it up a bit. We played Crawley, we went 4-4-2. Taron Allpress scored a hat-trick. Lovely. We played Chesterfield, went back to a 4-2-3-1. Taron Allpress scored a penalty. Lovely. We went to Luton, played a 4-4-2 because they were using this 4-3-3 DM wide, which we struggled with a little bit. We actually changed formation in this game to play a 4-4-2 against the 4-3-3 DM wide. Something sort of clicked in my head. Thorpe got 2, Allpress got 1. Lovely. Playing against the 4-2-3 DM wide, we started in the 4-2-3-1 as well. Taron Allpress scored. Second half, we changed to a 4-4-2. Got another goal. 4-4-2, we started against Forest Green. Taron Allpress scored again. We went 1-1 against Wimbledon, AFC Wimbledon. Started in the 4-4-2, changed it to the 4-2-3-1, and Cameron Thorpe got a goal in the second half. We stayed with a 4-2-3-1 against Bolton. They just were much better than us. 4-1, absolutely destroyed us. Nothing we could do in that game. Taron Allpress was back in the goal-scoring charts against Peterborough. We used the 4-4-2 against the 4-3-3 DM wide. It worked really well. We won that game. We used the 4-2-3-1 against Swansea. Got a good draw against a strong Swansea team. At 5-3, we beat Woking. They used the 4-3-3 DM wide. We went 4-4-2 and it worked. Allpress getting 2 in that one as well. What I noticed in the 4-4-2 is that Allpress and Cameron Thorpe up front appeared to work really well together, which was awesome. We then lost to Wrexham annoyingly, 4-2-3-1. They played this annoying 5-2-2-1 DM formation. I always struggle against it. A really good game, but we lost 3-2. We beat Stockport doing the 4-4-2 against a 5-2-3 DM wide. Allpress getting the winner there. 4-2-3-1. We beat MK Dons 1-0. Shrewsbury, we beat them 2-0. Cameron Thorpe getting a brace. We drew with Colchester 3-3 with none of our strikers scoring, which is always interesting. And we've beaten Doncaster, who were in that position in the automatic playoff spot. 4-4-2 against the 4-3 DM wide. Allpress banging in a hat-trick. So we're becoming a little bit more flexible around shape and system and mixing it up a little bit more, and I think that is helping our favour. This 4-3-3 DM wide the 4-4-2 that we've got really seems to be helping a lot around that. So that is a bit more detail than we normally go into about fixtures and games that we've had. But I wanted to show you that tactically we are starting to mix things up. We now have Charlton, Exeter, Notts County, Lincoln and QPR to try and get as many wins as possible to get us into that automatic promotion. Now, QPR, really tough game. Exeter, tough game. But we do have some games against the bottom teams as well. So Lincoln was in there. I can't remember who else we had. But yeah, we've got some tough games. But Charlton, Exeter, QPR, all going to be very, very tough games. But we're on a good run. We've got good momentum. Transfers-wise, transfer history, we have had a lot of outs to try and solve some monetary issues. Les Knight has joined Southport on loan. Darren Duffy has gone to Telford. Eddie Healy has gone to Solihull Moors. Dacido Mark has gone to Chorley. And Elliot Cox has gone to Brackley. All bringing in a little bit of money for their loan fees and having all of their wages basically, at minimum, is 80% of their wages paid for as they've gone out. So it has helped us a little bit. We are still over the wage budget, obviously. But what's interesting is that our actual losses every month, as you would expect, has gone down, and we're not actually far off where we started this season in terms of balance. So I don't think it's been too bad. We're going to get a big solidarity payout at the end of the year. If we get into the playoffs, that's more money. If we get promoted, that's even more money, and the championship starts paying out big TV rights. So I think we just leave it as it is and deal with it. And if we lose players because we can't give them new contracts, then that's a problem we have to deal with by bringing in youth intakes. The biggest problem at the moment is Hanif Bertrand's contract is up at the end of the year, and we can't pay him enough as a club at the moment to make him sign a new contract. The board won't allow us to offer him enough money. So we're going to wait until right at the end of the season, hopefully get some money in, and then give him a new contract. That is the plan. Everybody else, I've sort of made my peace with the fact they're probably going to be leaving. We've got Harry Jordan, probably going to be leaving. Kaminsky might step up. Danny Adams will probably be leaving. Malik Priestnall will probably leaving, which is very annoying because, again, he's had a superb season this year. Dave Mills, hashtag save Dave Mills, may come to an end. Bertram we're going to try and keep. I'd like to keep Hurtley. I'd like to keep O'Brien. They are on less wages, so it might be a bit more possible. Rocco Trineri, he needs to go and impress on loan before he gets a run. But yeah, so there's a few players here that obviously have their contract expiring at the end of 2037. We just need to make it count. The good thing is that most of our really important players, other than Hanif Bertrand and arguably Malik Priestnall now, have signed new contracts just before the wage cut was put in. We got the contracts agreed. So Scott Lloyd in goal, Taron Allpress, Shane Stitt, all of those sorts of people have got new contracts, so which is very, very good. Looking at Kaminsky, because he is a bit of the golden child at the moment, he's doing very well. He is fully trained at right back now, so we're training him to be a centre back to hopefully get him some experience there. But 15 games in the league, a 6.56 is not amazing. Most of those are as subs, coming on with about 15 minutes to go to give us fresh legs at right back. But I do think he is going to be very good. I think he is going to progress into something pretty good. Good personality, decent media handling, very versatile. We're training up to play centre-back as well. He's got pace, he's got height, he's got a good jumping reach, he's got good concentration, good determination, good teamwork, good tackling. He has everything we need to be a good player, and I really hope it works for him. When we come back for the next video, end of the season, or last game of the season before the playoffs, or whatever happens, we'll come back for another episode at the end of the season. We'll go through a few more players for progress as well. This was a youth intake day video though, and that's what we need to go for. If you think the squad looks big, it's because we have under 21s in here as well, because we need lots of rotation. But yeah, a big last few games coming up in the season. Can we nick that spot off Doncaster for automatic promotion, or will it be the playoffs, or will we drop out? We might have a big drop off in form. Who knows? But we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and leave your comments down below. I will look and reply at every single one. But thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.